Apollo, about the god of the sun. The identity. Apollo, also known as Apollon, is notorious for being the god of the sun, but he also holds the title of being a god of countless other things. Examples would be music, prophecy, oracles, healing, and aversion of harm. He was the protector of youth, just like his mother, and was a patron god of poetry. Many of his titles, such as oracles and prophecy, have been earned or gifted to him from other gods that have taken a liking to him for his countless deeds, or for just him being him. The appearance. Apollo is one of many Greek gods portrayed to be an attractive young man or an adolescent boy with curled, pulled back hair and either a long draping toga or, apparently, tasteful nudity. He was also dubbed the most beautiful god amongst those in Olympus, since having strong masculinity yet a youthful glow was the ideal back in their times. Of course, in modern times, he'd just be a grown man stuck between looking like a 30-year-old and a 3-year-old at once. The story. Apollo was the illegitimate son of Zeus and Leto. Leto was chased out of Olympus by Hera out of rage, and Leto fled to the island of Delos. Apollo, born alongside his twin sister Artemis, grew into a strong god, earning the affections of many. He even became the head of his own 9 muses. However, despite his charm and adoration, he still had trouble with his romantic relationships. Not just his romantic ones, though. No. While Apollo was praised for killing Python, a snake, in a contest, he also killed his fierce champion, Hyacinthus, in a discus-throwing contest. His sacred animals were dolphins and swans, and his sacred tree was a laurel. Said laurel used to be a goddess who he pursued as wife, and she tried to avoid him so much she asked her dad to turn her into a tree. That didn't do her much good, though, obviously. The highbrow culture. Since Apollo was one of the more important gods, it would be assumed he had recurring roles in important culture, right? Well, the answer to that is yes and no. Apollo had a theater named after him, which was the Apollo Theater, given the name since Apollo was the patron of poetry and the god of music. Apollo 13 was also named after him since Apollo would ride his chariot across the sky every single day to raise and lower the sun. However, while these are some pretty big honors, there's not many other things he's named after. The modern day culture. Speaking of things he doesn't appear much in, one of the many would be modern day culture. While there are larger series like Percy Jackson and the Olympians, where he plays a larger role as a central character, there are also brief mentions of him in songs like Eros and Apollo from Studio Killers. I mean, there's also some real and original 2012 memes around his name, and like the pun apologize, but we're not going to mention that more than we need to. Here are the citations. Thank you for watching this video presentation.